Hey guys, the Super Review Show for something a little bit different today. This is just a quick, as the title of this video suggests, this is a summer songs recommended video for your next summer barbecue. Now, for those who are already saying, all right, I've got my summer playlist ready to go, but you might be missing some of the most key summer songs that have ever been put out by any artist ever. And here's just a sample of what I do, and what I have at my barbecues and my parties over the summer. I'm not telling you where I live, of course. I'm just saying, generically speaking, these are some of the songs that I blast out loud, some of the artists as well that I play at my parties. So this, like I said, this is just my particular taste and whatnot, but your taste is no more better than mine, and mine is no more better than yours. And that's what makes music beautiful. Just a reminder. Here, let's get into it, shall we? First things first. Of course, this is a quintessential summertime song, Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. Of course, we all know it. We all love it. It's a great song in general. Bryan Adams, Summer of '69. It's a given. Come on. I had my first for a six, drink more at the five and dime. Come on. Classic summer song. Next one, you might be thinking, all right, well, let's kick it up a notch to stick with the 80s, right? The Boys of Summer by Don Henley. Not the Eagles. This is Don Henley solo. Don Henley solo, his biggest hit, of course, was The Boys of Summer. And this is definitely one you want to play at your party, either whenever you're having it or whether you have a party in August, because the song depicts like a late summer type of mood as well. I love this track. I mean, the Ataris did a cover of it in 2003, and they're really only known for that cover. But I prefer the Don Henley version over the Ataris version. That's just me personally. Kyle will disagree with me on that, but that's okay. The next song I want to recommend to you guys is Life in the Fast Lane by the Eagles. This is a summer song to a T about sex. Straight up, I'm not kidding you. It's pretty much about sex. Life in the Fast Lane. Sure to make you lose your mind. It's just the truth right there. But it's a great song. If you have not heard Life in the Fast Lane by the Eagles, get on it now. That is a great song by one of the best bands of all time, truthfully, and of the 70s in general. So 70s music, can't beat that. The next one is also from the 70s, believe it or not. Saturday in the Park by one of my favorite bands of all time, Chicago. Chicago's Saturday in the Park is a quintessential summertime song. The opening line of the song is literally as follows. Saturday in the Park, I think it was the 4th of July. How much more summertime can you get than that? And I've gone on my tangents about Chicago before, but I'm reserving that for now. Saturday in the Park is a quintessential summertime song, for those of you who are wondering and keeping track at home. If you haven't heard the song, get on it. It's a phenomenal song. It was their biggest hit up until If You Leave Me Now. You know, I can go off on my Chicago tangents forever and ever. But Saturday in the Park, I think it was the 4th of July. Phenomenal song. Peter Cetera and Robert Lamb, great back and forth vocals. Loved to death. Great summertime song. Now, some of you are already saying, well, when are you going to bring up Bruce? When are you going to bring up Bruce? I know, I'm a big Bruce Springsteen guy. You all know that. Girls in Their Summer Clothes by Bruce Springsteen is one of my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs, period. I would love it if he would perform that song more, especially now that it's summertime and he's touring finally after like 6 years. Girls in Their Summer Clothes, it's kind of like a breezy, like evening summertime vibe song. Great song overall. Like it's my top 5 or top 10 Bruce Springsteen songs in general. I love it. It's one of those like breezy summertime songs. It's not like fast, it's not punk rock, it's not like a hard rock song, but it's got like one of those like I could just kick back, relax, and let this play type of feel to it. It's a really beautiful song too if you listen to it. Check it out, Girls in Their Summer Clothes. One of my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs in general. Kicking it back up to the punk rock for a second, Blink-182's California, the title track off their 2016 album, California from Blink-182. I listened to the song today, actually, on my way to work, because I do have a life outside of doing this. But I listened to this song, and I was like, oh my God, this is a great song. I forgot how I haven't listened to it for a while. It just came on my shuffle, and I was like, this is a great song. California, here's to you, California. Beautiful heads of suburbia. Living in the perfect weather, spending time inside together. Hey, here's to you, California. Blink-182, don't sue me. I'm seeing you tomorrow night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Don't kill me. But yeah, California by Blink-182 is a great summer song. It's a really good, like, punk rock summer song, but it's not like in your traditional, like it starts off with the chugging of guitar. It's got a really nice build up to it. It kind of closes out the album too. But California by Blink-182, great summertime song. Add it to your playlist now. Got a couple more, guys. Summer by Calvin Harris. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, you're the rock guy, you're the punk rock guy, you're the rap guy, whatever. I have not really talked about this. I'm not an EDM guy whatsoever. You guys know that for sure. Just want to let you know. But this one really bops. I do have to admit, this is kind of like a guilty pleasure pop, but it's just a great song overall. Summer by Calvin Harris. When I met you in the summer. Come on, that's a great song. And it really gets like your party like amped up a little bit. Like it really can just make your party go from like literally zeros to heroes in about 5 seconds. Just want to let you guys know about that. So Summer by Calvin Harris. Now, this is the same exact title as Calvin Harris, but it's by Simple Minds. It's called Summer by Simple Minds off their 2017 album or 2018 album, Walk Between Worlds. Simple Minds' Summer is a great, great summer song that's completely underrated by every stretch of the imagination. Simple Minds' Summer gets you in the mood for summertime. It's not very popular because Simple Minds as a band is not that popular. To this day, even though they still tour, they still put out music. We did a whole review of their most recent record. But Summer by Simple Minds is a great song. Download it to your playlist immediately if you have a chance. Kind of an obscure track, but a lot of people know it, by Young the Giant, called Heat of the Summer. The moment you hear that guitar lick in the beginning, you're like, it's summertime, baby. It's summertime. This is a great summer song that just kind of like playing volleyball with, or like hanging out by your pool with, or whatever. This is a great summer song, but Heat of the Summer by Young the Giant is a really great song to play at one of your summer parties. Now, we're going back to the classics for a second, but Summer Nights by Van Halen. How much more summertime can you get than that? Summer Nights and My Radio. That's all we needed, don't you know? Come on. Summer Nights by Van Halen with Sammy Hagar on vocals, so technically it's Van Hagar. I love this song. It's a great, just kick back, relax, grab a beer, whatever you want to do, like whatever you drink, whatever. Just kick back, relax, and have a great time out in your backyard, out in the parking lot, wherever you are. Kick on Summer Nights by Van Halen. Great, 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 great song. Off 5150 from 1986. Great song. Bored yet? I don't think so. Let's talk about U2's Summer of Love from 2017's Song of Experience. Now, this might be like a surprise for somebody. Like, well, what does U2 have to do with it? Listen, cut the crap, all right? Summer of Love by U2. This song actually is a really underappreciated track, truthfully, of Songs of Experience. This song in particular really bops quite a bit. It's got like Adam Clayton's bass line, and actually the Edge's guitar lick really gets you going. It gets to be like the subtle strings in the background too, just making me like, yeah, I can put my feet up now. I'm going to put my glasses on and sit out by my pool, sit out by my volleyball net, wherever, and just play volleyball. It's a great summer song. Summer of Love, recommend it. Cannot recommend it enough. Now, if U2 was one thing, let's talk about Bon Jovi, shall we? Not talking about 80s Bon Jovi or 90s Bon Jovi. We're talking about 2000s Bon Jovi with Bon Jovi's Summertime. That's the name of the song, Summertime, off the Lost Highway album. I love this record. I love this song to death. It was one of my most played songs of 2022. I overplayed it so much, it was almost unhealthy for me. I love this song to death. And it's one of his most underrated tracks of his whole catalog, truthfully. Bon Jovi's catalog has so many great songs, and this is one of them that's an untouched gem. He hasn't really played it since 2008. I love it. I would play it if I had a band live. It's just that good. What has to go? It's like, thinking about summertime, top down and nothing but time. Radio's on and you're by my side. Thinking about summertime? Come on. That's a great line for a great song. Summertime by Bon Jovi. Can't recommend it enough. Now, we're getting to like the more of the swing of things, the jazz of things. We're talking about Frank Sinatra's Summer Wind. Yes, Frank Sinatra, the chairman of the board, if you will. Frank Sinatra's Summer Wind is one of those classic summertime songs that is truly, truly, truly an incredible slow song. But it's not slow in the aspect like it's boring. If you put it on, older people around you, I shouldn't say older, but it depends on who you are. Like it's a slow dance summertime song. Like, the summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It's such a great summer song, and it's very underappreciated too. by jazz adult contemporary standards, whatever, too. Like Frank Sinatra's Summer Wind, great summertime song. Cannot recommend it enough for anyone out there. Listen to this song over your summer 2023. Cannot recommend it enough. Got one more song, and then I got a couple songs by certain artists, because certain artists have devoted themselves to being like summertime bands. But last one is You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth by none other than Meatloaf. Meatloaf, if you're looking down on this right now, I'm giving you a shout out here. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, it must have been while you were kissing me. It was a hot summer night. The beach was burning. Come on. How much more summertime can you get than that song? That song is awesome. I love that song to death. And it's like, there was a hot summer night, the beach was burning, there was fog rolling over the sand. Jim Steinman's imagery really just sells it for me, truthfully. But yeah, You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Hot Summer Night by Meatloaf, off Bad Outta Hell, the first one, that is. Great song. Now, that's it for my list of songs. Let's talk about two different bands in particular that really just depict and epitomize, in my mind, summertime songs. And I'm going to list off a couple of them really quick. But one of the first band out of the two of them I want to mention are the Red Hot Chili Peppers. As my shirt says, Red Hot Chili Peppers, they have Californication. That's a standard amongst like just chilling by the beach, chilling by the pool, hanging out, tanning, whatever. That's a great summertime song. A song that we touched on our Songs of Summer podcast for Mixed Bag, actually, was The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. Now, with a title like Rain Dance Maggie, you're like, isn't it about the rain? Actually, it's not. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. You got to go look that up. It's pretty funny, actually. But the song, the music of it is really just a hanging out summertime vibe song. It's like during the chorus, it actually Flea's bass kicks in to the point where it's like, yeah. I love, it's like, it's such a great summertime song. I love that song to death. It's such a great song. Off the I'm With You album from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Couple of the ones that I want to just highlight really quick. Of course, Danny California. We're talking about California. It's the beach. Why not? So Danny California has got that summertime vibe to it. Not just because of the title, but because the music of it actually really depicts it. Just like you're playing volleyball, you're swimming in your pool, you're swimming at the beach, you're hanging out by the golf course. Danny California, great summer song. And the last one I want to mention actually is By the Way. Particularly the album's called By the Way, but like particularly the songs By the Way and the Cypher song from that album. The Cypher song is a really great, it's really just a laid back, stripped back, clean guitar sounding like tanning anthem, really. I mean, it has nothing to do with tanning, but it's like you could literally just be in your backyard or be wherever you are and just rooftop tan, whatever you do, and just be like, man, the Cypher song by Red Hot Chili Peppers just really just gets me. It hits me in a certain way. It's like, wow, I actually get to, it's really cool. It's a great song. So By the Way, and the Cypher song from that album as well. Now, how could we not talk about this? But this band is like the quintessential summertime band going back to the 1960s. In fact, one of the songs I mentioned has just turned 60 years old off one of their albums, Surfin' USA. That's right, we're talking about the Beach Boys, ladies and gentlemen. The Beach Boys, you could pretty much put on any one of their songs from the early to mid 60s and then have a great time with your party. Like literally, the Beach Boys are just the quintessential like summertime band, America's band, if you will, in a certain aspect. But I don't want to get too much on them because I talk about them a lot. But the couple of songs I want to bring up are "Surfin' USA," which is, I mean, come on, it's such a great song, like. We'll all be gone for the summer. We're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher where. How much more summertime can you get, or late June can you get with Surfin' USA by the Beach Boys? Come on. I've seen the Beach Boys live 3 times, and they nail it every time. It's such a great song. I love Surfin' USA. Now, if you're not close to the ocean, they also wrote some car songs, and one of the ones I want to highlight the most is I Get Around. Round, round, get around. I get around. It's about driving around your town in the middle of the summertime. What more perfect music can you get than that? Summertime vibes, particularly I Get Around, is a great summertime song. Cannot recommend it enough. Now, how could we not talk about These two, of course. One of my favorite Beach Boys songs in general. Kokomo. Now, for those just saying, all right, Kokomo is not really a Beach Boys song. Brian Wilson was not involved. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm just talking about the song itself, and it's a great summertime song. You could kick back, relax, just let the bongos play on it, the drum beat, the whole thing about it. I love that song to death. And it was their last number one hit in 1988. For those of you keeping track at home, the Beach Boys' last number one hit was in 1988. In the midst of like hair metal, the Beach Boys had a number one hit. Hard to believe, but it was true. And it was from between Kokomo was their last number one hit from actually Good Vibrations, which is the other song I want to mention. Good Vibrations is one of the songs I want to mention too. Such a great song. My second favorite song of all time. A great, awesome song. In general, just good. Just the music alone takes you away to a place that doesn't really exist out on Earth. If you know what I mean. If you're a hardcore like music fan, and you listen to Good Vibrations, you get taken away to that place of like, I'm here now. I'm here. I'm in another place. And in fact, the song even says, I don't know where, but she sends me there. It's a beautiful song. Nearly perfect song, in my opinion. But yeah, Kokomo, Good Vibrations, can't emphasize enough. By the Beach Boys. So that's going to do it for us right here at the Super Review Show. Those are just some summer songs. Did I miss any that you guys want to add? Jump down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. Share whatever the songs you want to see as well in your playlist. And let me know what you guys are thinking about there in the comment section below. Well, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But for all of your recommendation videos and editorials and whatever else, keep it locked on the Super Review Show, the J-Man off the rock. Keep those summertime vibes going, people.